Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Ryan here, founder of Forever and Profit, and also founder of my own focus group, Technical Prosperity. So, in this video, I'm basically going to be talking about is psychology. It's a very, very important role, and that's why it is video number one. So, let me basically talk about why it's so important. Psychology and trading, believe it or not, trading is 90% mental, 10% skill set. So majority of the time as a trader, you're not just going to be focused on skill set, skill set, skill set every single day. Eventually, you're going to realize that the mindset is going to be one of the most powerful traits that you can have as a trader to grow your accounts into larger amounts of money. And one of the best ways of doing that is basically identifying what type of person you are as an individual. You can't get better unless you figure out who you are as an individual. And one of the ways I found out that's the best way to do that is to determine what type of horoscope you are. Me as an individual, I am a Virgo. I am born September 12th. And believe it or not, my own horoscope, it teaches a lot about my characteristics as an individual. It's kind of amazing to find this information because it legit tells me, hey Ryan, this is what your weaknesses are. Hey Ryan, this is what your strengths are. And I gotta be realistic to myself and agree or disagree with what my horoscope traits are saying, which is Virgo traits. Okay, so let's just dive into this real quick. And basically what you're gonna see here, is basically you're gonna see that it has lucky numbers. One of my favorite numbers is 5. Another favorite number of mine is 12 because I'm born on September 12th, which is kind of weird because it falls in line with my Virgo traits. You're also going to realize that it says strengths, I'm loyal, I'm analytical, I'm kind, I'm hardworking, and I'm practical. A lot of people that know me know I'm very loyal. I'm very analytical. Is why I love teaching. I love getting more in depth about the charts. I love going into different categories, dissecting and being organized. That's just the person that I am. It's kind of weird because it's inside with my horoscope. I am kind. I am very hardworking. When I say I'm going to do something, I get it done. And we go straight into the weakness. It says that I have shyness. I worry too much. I'm overly critical of self and others. And I'm all work and no play. Truth be told, I used to be very shy, but I grew out of that. Sometimes I can still be shy. I do worry about a lot of things too much. How should I get it done? Should I get this done on time? What happens if I'm late? Those type of things I do worry about. I worry about people, worry about myself a lot, my health, my education, my own desires, my vision. That does play a role into my trading because let's say if I want to enter a certain setup, I might worry about if this trade might be wrong or right when I am taking it sometimes. And that's just part of my weakness. But I did overcome that over time in my own trading career. I am overly critical. I do keep a very blunt statement to a lot of individuals. If you have a question to me, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to be very blunt and open about it. It might hurt you, but to be honest with you, it's just the honest truth about the question that you're asking. And I'm going to tell you it straight up. And that's what you want out of an individual that's not only teaching or, any areas of life, I should really say. You want somebody to be very open and blunt and very honest about what you're asking for. You want an honest return on an answer. Okay? If you have a question, you really want that answer back, straight to the point. And I am all work and I am no play. Believe it or not, I do work a lot. I have 7 businesses now, and believe it or not, I don't have no free time. I don't even travel as much. You don't see me on planes. I am always working in Miami, working. Okay? And it says that I dislike rude people asking for help. I barely ask for help and take it center stage. I don't really like center of attention too much. And as we dive into this, you're gonna realize that I did do a little survey for other people to go about it and to see what type of weaknesses that they have. And as you can see here, for example, Tyson, it says that these are his Gemini traits. Okay, and it says right here, I was like, is the weakness true? And he said, I would say that indecisive is accurate, sometimes nervous, but inconsistency doesn't seem right. But who knows? So he understands that he is indecisive majority of the time. Okay, even here, I did another test run with the Capricorn. I was like, it's a weakness true. He says, pretty accurate. I just expect the worst so I can prepare for it. And as we go on, there's a lot of other test runs that I did. And here's another perfect example of Robinson. He says that he's an Aries and his traits are for his weakness that he wants to develop, to get better on. It says that he's impatient, moody, short-tempered, impulsive, and aggressive. And I asked, this has a major impact on trading. I was like, are you impatient and do you rush setups? He said, yeah, too early I'll get knocked out just to see the damn move go in the direction I expected it all along. And then, boom, Khalil says that he's an Aries too and he has the same struggles. So believe it or not, your horoscopes does play a major role into your own trading career. And it's kind of weird because a lot of people don't even look at trading like that. Trading is honestly 90% mental, 10% skill set. So inside Technical Prosperity, I will be going over a lot of horoscopes. I'm going to have a section for horoscope training so you can actually identify who you are as an individual. How can we go about and dissect that weakness to become a strength? And how can you apply it to your trading so you're not entering these trades with lack of confidence, lack of fear, just straight negative vibes. You don't want to come to the chart when you're angry, mad, sad, depressed, vengeful, desperate. Got to pay bills immediately. You see a nice car and you want to go buy it. So you go on the charts and you try to trade your whole entire life savings to try to flip this money into a return on investment, and the reality is it's gone. Whatever you invest in the markets, believe it or not, you're going to want to consider the money gone. I have a lot of people that come to me and say, Ryan, if I invest this amount of money, $500, what kind of return on investment can I make monthly? My honest reply to that is I do not know. It comes based upon your own study habits and for you to have growth on applying whatever you study onto the charts. If you take a failure, you're supposed to walk away from the charts for the day. If you got failure, it means loss. If you lose in the market, you're going to want to walk away for the day and come back on your charts the next day. I guarantee you pips will always be there. The market is going to be open on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's going to close Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Whenever you get a loss, consider it as a lesson. There is two types of individuals when we are trading in the market. You got your amateurs and you have your professionals. The amateur, very important, you should write this down. I'm going to say it nice and slow. The amateur, when they lose a trade, they consider the money gone. They never learn from it. They never take acknowledgement of what they did wrong, and they continue to make the same foolish mistake over and over. There is no growth in doing that. When they win a trade, they're just excited and they don't even understand why they won. They're just happy. Okay? They usually take a lot of signals from people or other trades from other people, and they never really dive in deep to really grow in the market. And when they do lose trades at times, they blame everybody else but themselves. They rather blame Tommy next door or Sarah that's trading in the room with them. You're never going to grow as a trader as an amateur. A professional, it's very important. This is the category I'm in, and I like to identify the professional traders that I am teaching. We are the traders that basically take trades. This section honestly is just about psychology, so this doesn't really matter too much. Basically what happens is, as a trader, if that's a professional, we win trades and we look at the reasons why we won so we could continue winning. Whenever we lose a trade, we look at it as a lesson, never a loss, so we always grow. And we always are humble and stay a student to the market. We never just want to say, hey, let's just stop here, I know it all. No, we always want to grow. We always want to learn. Right now I'm studying different aspects of trading, such as quarter points theory. And I'm actually, I'm reading a book. I'm reading a hard copy book. Why am I doing that? It's because I want to grow my knowledge as a trader. I've been trading for 2 years and I'm still growing as a trader. I always have room for growth. Trading is going to be an infinite supply of income. As long as you're growing, applying knowledge, and staying disciplined, you will still consider yourself a professional trader as long as you grow. You could easily fall back to an amateur category by not being humble, not growing, and just saying, screw this. It happens. 95% of traders fail because they don't know the discipline to go into it. Now, understand psychology-wise, trading is a form of gambling. And the reason why I say that is because everything in life is a gamble. Everything in life goes off of probability. Probability, very important. I'm going to say that again. Probability. So if I'm trading in the market, you could consider that I could buy or sell a position in the market at any given time. I am going to be 50% right on a blind guess on a sell or a buy. What makes that a gamble is because I don't know if I'm going to be right or wrong. What happens to the other 50%? Believe it or not, also, traders cannot be 100% successful, meaning they're going to still lose. Nobody has a 100% win ratio. Nobody. If you see that, anybody advertising that, run away. There is nobody in the trading history, trading career that has a 100% win ratio, meaning that they win every single trade. You're going to lose some trades. You need to have at least 5% open that you know it deep down that you're going to have a chance to lose a trade. Every time I enter the market, I have the most highest percentage I can win in the market on a day is 95%. I can still lose a trade. Okay? And the way how you can go about that is understand that trading is a form of gambling. A lot of people ask me, Ryan, is trading a form of gambling? And the answer is yes. And the reason behind that is because if I go ahead and I define gambling, you're going to see that right here. It says take risky action and hope a desired result. It doesn't basically say what type of risk. It's basically making a general statement of all types of risk. Risky action. So there's lots of type of risk. When people enter the market, they say it's calculated risk. It's controlled risk. It's because they study and apply knowledge. So it's low risk. It's medium risk. It's higher risk. It's disciplinary risk. The fact is that it basically takes a very wide general statement saying take risky action and hope of desired result. Our hopes of desired result in trading is that we want to win our trades. We don't want to lose trades. We want to win our trades. So every time we enter the market, we want to win. So we're hoping to win, but every time we enter trade, there is a risk. That's why when we invest the money in the market, we can consider the money gone. But more importantly, we could take nice educated decisions on how we can basically increase that 50% chance of saying buy or sell this pair to another 45% increase by applying something called confluences is what I'm going to be teaching later on inside of this course. So it's very important that you take notes, you apply the knowledge I teach. If you have any questions, go back to the videos before you ask, because pretty much everything that I'm going to be teaching is going to be in the videos. And obviously, if you need more hands-on assistance, you can take my 5-day course as well. Pretty much from there, I'm going to go jump into these other videos. So basically, have fun, enjoy technical prosperity so I can help you become more prosperous in your technical work.